PSG versus Liverpool, Champions League football match. This football match is a best renowned simulation gameplay. Please subscribe, like and share, and enjoy this Champions League football match. Thank you.
So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. There's a great sense of excitement emanating from this great stadium in the north of Rome. It is intriguing, charming, truly exciting. It is time for them to cross swords again. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
We go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role because I think he has that creative edge, he has that craft, and that's where he should be used to greatest effect.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Can he finish? Big moment, massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Isak demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Isak. Vince. Mohamed Salah. Jones. Nice control. Vince. And here's Mohamed Salah. And here's his decent chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Isak really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Frimpong forwards and with intent. Jones goes on a run down the left wing. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. João Neves did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Dembele. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Gakpo. Jones. Gakpo. Vids. Out to the left it goes. Oh, great! Mohamed Salah! Well, they've certainly started on the front foot here. Already shots raining in.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Fabian Ruiz getting this one clear. Time to deliver. Crossed into the middle. And he's there to clear it. Marquinhos. João Neves gets over and intercepts. Oh, delicate chip through. Vitinha. Marquinhos. Fabian Ruiz. João Neves made over towards the opposite flank. Mendes shifted upfield. McAllister. Van Dijk. Vitinha does really well to win the ball there. Nuno Mendes. Barcola. And here's Dembele. Dembele. Oh, good spread. That's good play. Oh, he's in! He's had a shot! And he thumps it clear. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Up towards the flank. That's very neat. And it's Neves. And here's Kvaratskhelia. No way through, so back it comes. And that has been cleared. João Neves. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, good take in a good area. Vitinha.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Frimpong aim forwards.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Nuno Mendes. João Neves, straight up towards the front line. Kerkez. McAllister. Paris Saint-Germain are already chasing the game. Long time to go.
Well, I would say that they've only got themselves to blame, Peter. They've been caught cold.
Vitinha, gently done. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Overhit and out of play. McAllister, that's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. Gakpo. Now it's Isak. He's away! And the shot! Potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Isak really showed what he brings to this side there. Fantastic effort, even if the defence seemed half asleep.
Back into the middle. Gakpo. And it's Vids. Barcola. Dembele. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Dembele is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
And it's played forward. And here's Isak, who played through for the wide man. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Fabian Ruiz gets it away. Kvaratskhelia gently done. Van Dijk. Van Dijk making good progress on the right-hand side. Played in. That is a brilliant interception. Vitinha aimed forwards. Nuno Mendes. Now that's well seen too. Moved on forwards. Konate. And it's Jones. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now who's going to be first to this? Deflected behind for a corner kick. McAllister, who's short. Jones. Shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Mighty looking ball that. Hakimi. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Frimpong. Jones. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vitinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Very nicely done. Frimpong did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Isak. Isak plays it. Oh, what a climb! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Tacho, and he goes cross-field. Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz forwards and with intent. And here's Kvaratskhelia. It's Dembele! And it's Neves. And here's them, tries a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Paris Saint-Germain really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Jones. And here's Isak. Oh, shooting chance! Hakimi. FLASHSCORE is onto it in a flash. Nuno Mendes, and he shoots! He's missed, but not by that far.
Dembele is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Isak. Oh, well measured. Purring through the gears. And he's there to get it away. Gakpo. And here's Isak. That's really well manoeuvred. João Neves. And it's Dembele. FLASHSCORE. Now it's Barcola! He should have done better, and he knows it.
Barcola certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Frimpong shifted upfield. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, such a clever touch. And here's Gakpo. And that is as far as they're going to go. Konate. Hakimi. Barcola. And here's FLASHSCORE. Dembele. Frimpong getting this one clear. And that's been won straight back. Isak. Frimpong. Moved on forwards. Vids. That's an imaginative pass. Gakpo. Chooses to go back. Without complication. João Neves.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Mendes forwards and with intent. Now it's Dembele. Barcola. Gakpo. Isak. Great defending, strong and determined. Van Dijk. Kerkez. And it's played forward. Mohamed Salah. Kerkez. It's a good run down the right. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Jones, and he decides to cross it. Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Isak! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Hakimi. Paris Saint-Germain can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. That's really well manoeuvred. McAllister with the foul. Kvaratskhelia played through into space. That's good defending, very good defending. Raul Neves. It's Ruiz. Vitinha! He can get that clear. Oh, nice touch. And that's a good ball. Kvaratskhelia! Just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
McAllister. Konate, McAllister, Vitz. Paris Saint-Germain are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Jones going full steam ahead down the left flank. Is there to get rid. Kvaratskhelia. Pacho. Barcola, aim forwards, and that has put paid to that. Frimpong. Gakpo. Steaming on goalwards. Mohamed Salah goes for a shot, and the ball's come loose here. Tries a measured ball. Marquinhos is there, and he can get that clear. He's gone for goal, and that's caused a worry or two.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Vitinha, gently done. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And back to the keeper they go. Van Dijk. Kerkez. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. McAllister shifted upfield. Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. Hakimi chasing after it. Throwing. Jones looking to get on the end of this. Kvaratskhelia have it back and can go again. Barcola. Hakimi. It's really well cleared. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Great chance! Kerkez gets it clear. Vitinha, and it's Neves. That's a throw. Over to the left. He is just caressing the ball. Plenty waiting in the middle. João Neves. Hakimi. Showing good feet. Vitinha. Van Dijk aim forwards. Gakpo. He is through here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Can he stop it going out? Now it's Jones. But that is good defending. There's the shot! Gakpo. It's run loose here. Fitz. And here's Jones. And it's Hoyer. And the first 45 minutes. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Jones. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Hakimi. That's really well manoeuvred. Konate tries to clear. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Barcola. Oh, it's Dembele. João Neves. And it's Mendes. Defending was strong and firm. Van Dijk. McAllister. Konate. Frimpong forwards and with intent. Hakimi. Pacho. Fabian Ruiz. Moved on forwards. Dembele. Oh, it's come loose. Mendes does really well to win the ball there. And that's been repelled. It's a loose ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Barcola providing an outlet on that flank. A chance to play it in. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Mendes. Shoots! And he nearly went all the way.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Van Dijk. Kerkez. Van Dijk. McAllister. Gakpo. Jones. Jones's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Marquinhos. And it's played forward. Frimpong. That's really well maneuvered. Big chance! They've done it! And this is getting better and better.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Barcola. Vitinha. Vitinha laid out to the left flank. And it's Ruiz. That is lovely. Referee has just said play on. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Barcola. Jones.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
McAllister. Kirkesh. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Muscular approach does pay off here. Dembele being hounded, manhandled at times.
Listen, it's not nice and it's not clever, Peter, but it has to be done when he tries to make one of those telling runs.
João Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Jones shifted upfield. It's Ruiz. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Isak. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. Kirkesh. Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. Isak with a shot! Barcola. Hakimi. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Danger averted for now, and claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Isak. And it's Salah. Gakpo. Jones. Oh, sweet feet. Vince. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vitinha. João Neves. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Marquinhos aim forwards. Fabian Ruiz. Van Dijk. Van Dijk gently done. Gakpo. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Vitinha. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow and designed to force opposition mistakes.
Vince. Vince forwards and with intent. Pacho. João Neves looks to the other side. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. João Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Kvaratskhelia. Now it's Isak. Proves too strong. And here's Kvaratskhelia. And it's Dembele. And here's Dembele, and the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Vitinha with the short one. Vitinha. Moved on forwards. Goes down, but nothing given. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Isak. Here's found Isak! Oh, it's a beauty! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the lead is extended still further.
Well, as options go, that was a superb choice. It's over and in. Job done.
Three 0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Vitinha. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's put paid to a promising move. Kirkesh. That's tidy. So who's he picking out? Gakpo herring after the ball here. Kirkesh. Oh, that's neat. Mohamed Salah in again. Cross deflected behind for a corner. They've played it short. Gakpo. Gakpo! And that was very necessary. Gakpo. Lovely bit of skill. Jones. Here's Gakpo. There will be a throw-in. Rakola. Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia, spread out to the left. Can he deliver? Mendes, and that's aimed into the middle. Gakpo. Succumbs to the pressure. And they're not going to make any further progress now. João Neves looking for a runner. Shot, surely! No mistake!
Paris Saint-Germain, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Gakpo, who does have an assist to his name. Jones. Jones picks it up now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. It's Salah! Gets it away. And it's Salah. Oh, this is a chance for a shot! Yes!
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game, everything seems to be coming off for him.
Starting to look like a done deal now. Nuno Mendes. Gakpo. Jones. Gakpo. Nice physical challenge. Vitinha. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Kvaratskhelia. Lovely feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Gakpo. Isak. Fabian Ruiz forwards and with intent. Nuno Mendes. Mendes goes forward. Ambitious ball here. Kvaratskhelia. And a shot! It's anyone's ball now. And back out it comes. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Ruiz. Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. Shot at goal! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
And here's Isak. has been knocked clear. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz. Pacho. And it's played forward. João Neves. Hakimi shifted upfield. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Konate. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia knocks it out wide. Mendes has overhit that horribly. Van Dijk aim forwards. Isak. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Dembele. Great defending, strong and determined.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Jones. Pacho. Nuno Mendes. And here's Kvaratskhelia. Mohamed Salah. Kerkez. Van Dijk. McAllister. Van Dijk. Van Dijk gently done. Kerkez. Van Dijk. McAllister. Vids. Mohamed Salah. McAllister moved on forwards. And he's managed to get free. Mohamed Salah. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, that's nice. Well read, and the danger is averted. Kvaratskhelia given the lift of his goal. And it's Dembele. Konate. Frimpong. Vids. Jones. And that is out of play. Jones. Frimpong. Fabian Ruiz. That's tidy. And play for a throw. Vitinha. Oh, this looks sharp. Into the last 5 minutes. And it's Salah. Gakpo. Takes a shot! And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means. Punched away. Now it's McAllister. Barcola with a fine tackle. And here's McAllister. Jones looking to hit the byline here. João Neves. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. FLASHSCORE. Gakpo. Vids. Jones. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. Goes for the shot! No, not quite. João Neves. Vitinha. FLASHSCORE. Nuno Mendes. That's a good run down the left. Played in with purpose. No, that's overhit. And it's Neves. Hakimi. João Neves. And here's Barcola. Barcola. That's going to go a long way. Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. Nuno Mendes. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Isak. Played back to the goalkeeper. Pacho. João Neves. 2 minutes to be added on. Barcola. João Neves. Hakimi. João Neves. Vitinha. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Played out to the right. João Neves. Vitinha. FLASHSCORE. Played into the middle. Referee looks at his watch. Barcola. Hakimi. Hakimi. Gakpo wins the duel this time. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. McAllister. Frimpong. Frimpong running with the ball. Konate getting this one clear. Kirkes. That's a good run down the left. And that has been cleared. Gakpo. That's an excellent interception. Gakpo. Barcola. Hakimi. João Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Nuno Mendes. Savani. Nuno Mendes. Gakpo. Nuno Mendes. Sabani. Nuno Mendes. Sabani. Fabian Ruiz. João Neves. Pacho. Hakimi. And he goes cross-field. He's going to be disappointed with that. Gakpo. Now it's Isak. Isak! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Isak really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's hoisted clear. Sabani. Fabian Ruiz. João Neves shifted upfield. And Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Konate. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Gakpo. McAllister. Gakpo. Kerkez. Hakimi, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's the chance to counter. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Mendes going full steam ahead down the left flank. Great defending, strong and determined. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Konate forwards and with intent. And it's been played through. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Kerkez. Ah, such a clever touch. And here's Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. Isak laid out to the left flank. Cross goes in there.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really a
Decent chance! Gets it away. Gakpo. The ball is loose and the chase is on. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Pacho. Aim forwards. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Mohamed Salah. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Kerkez. And here's Gakpo. Kerkez. Plenty waiting in the middle. Pacho gets it away.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Kerkez clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Tries a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Marquinhos gently done. That's a little off target. Frimpong. And here's Mohamed Salah, and it's Frimpong. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Zabalny. Kvaratskhelia chasing after it. Konate. Gakpo. Kerkesh. It's a goal kick. Nuno Mendes. Zabalny. Nuno Mendes. Zabalny. Pacho. Hakimi. Now it's Barcola. Chance to deliver.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. Kerkez. And it's Gravenberg. Marquinhos. And he cuts out the supply. Pacho. Zabalny. Fabian Ruiz. Hakimi. Marquinhos. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Gravenberg. Kerkesh. Nice touch. Oh, good ball! The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nuno Mendes. Zabalny. Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Marquinhos. Played towards the other side. Hakimi. João Neves. Hakimi. Marquinhos. Fabian Ruiz. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Calmly anticipates. Frimpong. Gomez. Gakpo.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Zabani. João Neves. Marquinhos. Zabani chooses to go cross-field. Hakimi. Pacho. Marquinhos. Marquinhos played up towards the front line. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Isak. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Dembele. Kvaratskhelia. And that's put paid to a promising move. Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. Out to the right. That's tidy. Can he deliver? And here's... And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Isak is offering a right smile there.
Fabian Ruiz getting this one clear. Showing good feet. Nuno Mendes. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Neves. Oh, sweet feet. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Mamadashvili sends that a long way. Kerkez. McAllister.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Oh, he's caught him in or out. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's gone for it! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Hakimi.
Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. Paris Saint-Germain suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Well, I would think, Peter, that this team needs help from the experience within. That should help begin the recovery at least.
Frimpong. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah stood... And there's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mohamed Salah clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Sabani. Kvaratskhelia. Mendes elects to cross. Gravenberg. Paris Saint-Germain needing to chase the game already. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Barcola. Now it's Barcola. And it's Hakimi. Hakimi swings it across. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. McAllister. Gakpo. Gakpo has been caught there, it's a foul. Zabani can get it clear. Nice control. Gakpo, played out to the right. And here's Gakpo. McAllister. Gravenberg. McAllister. That's really well manoeuvred. Kvaratskhelia, spread out to the left. Nuno Mendes. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. The message is clear, none shall pass. Great chance! And he has been fouled there. Ramadashvili, one ball by the goalkeeper. Kvaratskhelia. Zabani. Nuno Mendes. And that's surely a foul, free kick. It's not taking it long, and that's going to be a booking. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Konate clears it away. It's a throw. Barcola. Across it goes. Nuno Mendes. And it's Ruiz. Hakimi. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And here's Dembele. Barcola! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Paris Saint-Germain really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Van Dijk. First quarter of an hour gone. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Gakpo. Gakpo! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's a clearance, but not much of one. It'll be a throw-in. Lovely bit of skill. Gravenberg. And it's Frimpong. Lovely feet. He's gone for goal! Oh, the ball's come loose here. McAllister. Gravenberg. Good chance here! Good strike, quite an alarm. McAllister with the short one. Aimed in towards the centre. Throw it. Gravenberg. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Fabian Ruiz gets it away. And it's Salah. It's a loose ball. Now it's Gakpo. Gakpo. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Kirkes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Tacho getting this one clear. Gravenberg, no way through, so back it comes. Salah. And a chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Hakimi is there, and he can get that clear. Gravenberg, that's a delicate pass. Frimpong crosses. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. It's a throw-in. Cleared away. So who's he picking out? Oh, that's neat. And it's McAllister. Oh, that's nice. Frimpong tries to dink it through, and the keeper has it. Nuno Mendes moved on forwards. Kvaratskhelia. Gravenberg did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
Gakpo. That's good play. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And it's McAllister. Shot a goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Barcola. Very nicely done. Hakimi flashes it across. And it's played forward. João Neves did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Frimpong. Zabani. Pacho. João Neves. Marquinhos made over towards the opposite flank. Nuno Mendes. Oh, it's played into the... Gets his head on it! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Moved on forwards. Barcola. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Mendes. And here's Dembele. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. Gakpo looking understandably energised after his goal. Kerkez. Strong running down that left flank. Ball swung in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's really well manoeuvred. Fabian Ruiz. Paris Saint-Germain keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. FLASHSCORE. Barcola. Gakpo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Gakpo, McAllister, Van Dijk, played back in. McAllister, and here's Isak. He's having a shot! No, not quite. Marquinhos gently done. And it's Mendes. Great defending, strong and determined. Van Dijk. McAllister. Gomez. Gakpo. Mohamed Salah. Kerkesh. Gakpo, Mohamed Salah. It's anyone's ball now. Zabani gets good distance on it. And here's Isak. He can get that clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. McAllister, Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. FLASHSCORE. Zabani. Nuno Mendes. Mohamed Salah. Van Dijk. Frimpong. And it's Salah. And here's Isak. Isak opts to play it back. Frimpong. Looking for a decent ball in. And the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Smashing header! Marquinhos. Tacho shifted upfield. Hakimi. Looks to the other side. Mendes looks to get on the end of this. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Dembele. Gakpo. Gomez. Gakpo. Frimpong. McAllister. Gravenberg. Gakpo. Hit into the middle, and that's been repelled. Fabian Ruiz. Aim forwards. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's Neves. Back into the middle. Oh, it's come loose. Kirkes. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. Frimpong. Gravenberg, who does have an assist to his name. Salah. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. It's out for a goal kick. Zabani forwards and with intent. And here's Dembele. Picks it up out wide. Chance to play it in. And that was very necessary. Gakpo. Nice defending, physical and effective. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Barcola, here's a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Gakpo. Gravenberg. Kirkes. McAllister. And it's Salah. Marquinhos gets it away, and he shoots! Keeper's dealt with that. Dembele. Bruno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. That has been knocked clear. McAllister. Isak played out towards the right wing. Frimpong, and that's aimed into the middle. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Gakpo. McAllister. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Kvaratskhelia. Hakimi. Bruno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz. Neves. Barcola. Gakpo wins the duel this time. And it's Kirkes. That's a nicely weighted... Isak! Lacking in accuracy. Out to the left it goes. Fabian Ruiz. Well read. The danger is averted. Gravenberg. Kerkez. Gakpo, McAllister, Mohamed Salah. Mendes makes the interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Paris Saint-Germain do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Moved on forwards. Van Dijk. McAllister, almost half an hour in now. McAllister, and it's Salah. Frimpong, played with finesse. Nuno Mendes. Tacho, shifted upfield. Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia, over to the left. That's very neat. Fabian Ruiz, delicate ball and it needs to be. Out of play for a goal kick. Gravenberg. Oh, he's in! Isak. Marquinhos clears it away. That's a throw. McAllister. And it's Frimpong. And it's hoisted clear. Kerkez. Gravenberg. McAllister. Isak! Nuno Mendes. Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. He's had a shot! He wasn't that far away.
He had a good feel of the whole situation, and he's acknowledged the service.
And it's played forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Good play on the left-hand side here. That's going to go a long way. That's been won straight back. Gakpo. And here's Mohamed Salah. Crossed into the box. Defending of the desperate variety. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Dembele laid out to the left flank. He is just caressing the ball. McAllister does really well to win the ball there. Van Dijk. Mohamed Salah. And it's Kirkes. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Zabani aim forwards. Nuno Mendes. Barcola. McAllister. Salah. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Zabani. Kvaratskhelia. Delicate chip through. Mendes could try cutting inside here. Now who's going to be first to this? There'll be a throw-in. Kirkes. Frimpong. It's run loose here. Kvaratskhelia. Saban. Pacho. João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Saban. Nuno Mendes. Saban. Nuno Mendes. Saban. João Neves. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia, gently done. That's a throw. Barcola. McAllister, gently done. Kirkes. And it's Salah. He's in a great position here.
Isaac really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Marquinhos. Fabian Ruiz. Zabani. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes. That is lovely. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Nuno Mendes. Marquinhos moved on forwards. Gakpo. Frimpong. it's Salah. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. FLASHSCORE. And it's played forward. Barcola. Hakimi. Lovely feet. Gakpo. Kerkez. And it's Frimpong. That's the keeper's ball. Barcola. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. That's nice and simple for the keeper. Gomez. Kerkez. Salah. Kerkez. Gakpo. Goes for the shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Decent progress down the left. Gakpo with the cross. Hakimi. Marquinhos. Isak. Mohamed Salah. Great defending, strong and determined. Goes for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Fabian Ruiz. FLASHSCORE. Paris Saint-Germain, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Fabian Ruiz. FLASHSCORE. Tries a measured ball. Cleared without complication. Nice control. FLASHSCORE. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Isak. And it's Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Fabian Ruiz forwards, and the referee's awarded a free kick. Keeper's got good distance on that. And here's FLASHSCORE. Fabian Ruiz. McAllister. Gakpo. Kirkes. And it's Salah. Frimpong spread out to the left. Marquinhos. Nuno Mendes. Mendes goes on a charge down the left. Kvaratskhelia. Nuno Mendes. Oh, he's dealt with that well. Gakpo. Kirkes. Gakpo. Frimpong. João Neves producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Gakpo. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia looking to get on the end of this. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's Ruiz, caresses it through. Kirkes is there and he can get that clear. Oh, they could be caught out here. Barcola. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Nuno Mendes. Great run on the overlap here. He's shifting through the gears here. Kvaratskhelia. Bullish header! That's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Gravenberch. Kirkes going full tilt down the left. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, nice touch. Gravenberch. And here's Isak. And he thumps it clear. Konate out of it back and can go again. Barcola. João Neves. Barcola. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hakimi aimed forwards. McAllister. That's really well manoeuvred. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Marquinhos shifted upfield. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Frimpong. Kirkes. Gravenberch. McAllister. Kvaratskhelia wins the duel this time. Sabani. Can he latch on to this? Kvaratskhelia. Could be danger here. And that's out of reach. Gomez. McAllister. Dembele. Gravenberg. McAllister. And it's Frimpong. And here's Mohamed Salah. Great defending, strong and determined. Mohamed Salah. Kirkes. João Neves, gently done. Dembele. And here's Dembele. And here's Dembele. Corner! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Getting this one clear. Isak puts his foot on the gas. Mohamed Salah, can he finish? And that's off-target.
Mohamed Salah probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Fabian Ruiz. Zabani forwards and with intent. Barcola. Looking here to chip it through. Ball's over the line and it is a corner. Played it short. Dembele. That's really well manoeuvred. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. Zabani. Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Gomez clears it away. Fabian Ruiz played through into space. And the ball is out of play. Konate. Kirkes. And it's McAllister. Gakpo. Barcola. Hakimi. Kvaratskhelia. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Gomez. Gakpo. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's neat. Mohamed Salah. Tries from distance. João Neves gets rid without sophistication. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Oh, good spread. Played into the middle. João Neves.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Gakpo. And here's Gakpo. Gakpo. And it's claimed by the keeper. Kirkes. And it's McAllister. Brilliantly cut out. And that has been clubbed away. Salah. McAllister. And it's played forward. Dembele. Nuno Mendes. Zabani. Pacho. Kvaratskhelia. João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Gravenberg, no, again there's no way through. Frimpong. Mohamed Salah. Gravenberg. Kirkes. Kirkes. Oh, nicely intercepted. João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Zabani. Kvaratskhelia. Gravenberg did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Salah. Isak. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Chance, surely! Nuno Mendes. Zabani. João Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. That has found him in acres of space. Fabian Ruiz. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Moved on forwards. Kerkez. And it's Salah. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. And here's Gakpo. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Gakpo with the climbs up big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
João Neves. Hakimi. Marquinhos chooses to go cross-field.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Mohamed Salah. Gakpo. That's very neat. Over to the left. McAllister. Gravenberg. McAllister. And here's Isak. Isak! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Salah. Frimpong. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, it's a shooting chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. João Neves. Marquinhos gently done. João Neves. Hakimi. Marquinhos. Marquinhos shifted upfield. Gomez. Kerkez. Gakpo. Frimpong. Salah. Marquinhos clears it away. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Hakimi. João Neves. Pacho. That's really well manoeuvred. Ball's gone out of play. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Mendes. Fabian Ruiz played out to the left flank. That pass has been well intercepted. McAllister. Van Dijk. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Kerkez. McAllister.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Konate. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Isak. And here's Gakpo. And it's Kerkez. He is just caressing the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, and that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kirkes. McAllister. And here's Isak. Isak! No, he's missed it. João Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Barcola. Nuno Mendes. That is a brilliant interception. Nuno Mendes. Mohamed Salah. Kirkes. Gakpo. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Hakimi. Pacho. Fabian Ruiz. Nuno Mendes. Van Dijk. Gravenberg. Kirkes. McAllister. And here's Isak. And it's Frimpong. Gravenberg. Mohamed Salah. Oh, great chance! And he's there to clear it. Can he stop it going out? Good challenge, excellent challenge. And he's there to get it away. Kirkes. Gakpo. Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. Savani. Hakimi. Marquinhos aimed forwards. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Kirkes. Produces a cross. He's cut it out.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Zabani. Zabani forwards and with intent. Cross goes in there. Defending of the desperate variety. That'll be a throw. Hakimi. Barcola. Now here's the delivery. Van Dijk getting this one clear. And here's Barcola. Barcola. Kvaratskhelia. Barcola. Chance for a shot! Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go. There's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Fabian Ruiz plays it short. And here's FLASHSCORE. Can he finish? And it's Hakimi. Cross from Hakimi. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Kerkez. Gakpo. Kerkez. Gakpo. Spread out to the left. Dembele. Savani. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, he continually breaks the lines and gets himself into terrific positions.
Nuno Mendes.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Nicely shaped cross. That'll be a corner. Fabian Ruiz moves short. Picks one through. Deftly away. That's tidy. And it's Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Barcola. Fabian Ruiz. Real chance! And he's heaved it away. Hakimi. Savani. Marquinhos. Pacho. Marquinhos. João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Savani. Fabian Ruiz. Barcola. Hakimi. It's a promising run he's making on the right. And reclaimed it in a trice. Frimpong. Kerkez. Gakpo. Well, the pressure is relentless. It's a very, very high press.
Yeah, because it's all about winning the ball back at the earliest opportunity, a trigger by one player for the others to follow, and designed to force opposition mistakes.
Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. Nuno Mendes. Pacho. FLASHSCORE. Fabian Ruiz. It's a mighty effort! No, he's got that completely wrong.
What a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Moved on forwards. Barcola. Cross in, looks like a good one. Couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
midfield, changing the point of attack. Barcola in with the challenge. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Muscular approach does pay off here. Isaac. Laid out to the left flank. And it's Kirkes. And here's Gakpo. It's Salah! Split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Marquinhos. That's really well manoeuvred. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Mohamed Salah. Mendes. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. Barcola. Played towards the other side. Nuno Mendes. It's really well cleared. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Isak. He's beaten the last man. Gakpo. Gravenberg. And here's Isak. Isak! He's done very well to get to that.
Isaac clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Nicely done. There are a few waiting for it. Tacho tries to clear. It's Kirkes. McAllister. Showing good feet.
Salah has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. Hakimi. Oh, such a clever... Barcola! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Frimpong looking up to see who wants it. And it's Salah. Takes a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
João Neves. João Neves. He's over towards the opposite flank. That is a little undercooked. Sabani.
there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Gravenberg. Kvaratskhelia getting this one clear. And that is out of play. McAllister. Barcola wins the duel this time. Zabani. Zabani shifted upfield. Mohamed Salah. Kerkez. Gakpo. McAllister. And here's Isak. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Frimpong. Gravenberg. Nuno Mendes. Zabani. Marquinhos. Hakimi. Kerkez. McAllister, and it's played forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Nuno Mendes. Kvaratskhelia, done delicately. It's a ball kick. Gravenberg. Kerkez. A crossfield, changing the point of attack. And it's Gravenberg. And here's Isak. Oh, that's neat. McAllister. Cleared without complication. Gomez. McAllister. Mohamed Salah. And here's Isak. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Marquinhos aim forwards. Barcola. Fabian Ruiz. Over to the left. Laid back in. And here's Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. Isak. Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Zabani. Hakimi. Tries a deft little ball. Gravenberg gets it away. And it's Neves. Out to the right. Oh, there's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Frimpong. Frimpong, gently done. Kvaratskhelia does really well to win the ball there. Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. That's a good run down the left. Fabian Ruiz. Hakimi. Gomez gets it clear. Hakimi chooses to go cross-field. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Isak. Kerkez. Gakpo succumbs to the pressure. And it's Mendes. He came in hard, very hard. The not defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It had to be. Gomez. Gakpo. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Marquinhos. Hakimi. And it's Kerkez. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Saban. Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. Saban. Played towards the other side. João Neves. Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Dembele.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's Salah. Isak!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Mendes going full steam ahead down the left flank. McAllister. Frimpong. Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. Gakpo. Moved on forwards.